Friday, July 29th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Let's look back, first of all, at how things looked as we began the day this morning. Avalon Pier web camera on the left, Beach Mountain Parkway cam, courtesy of resortcams.com on the right. Pretty quiet start to the day over most of the Carolinas. Very warm along the Outer Banks where the temperature is 83 there at Kill Devil Hills, 63 high atop Beach Mountain there in the beautiful North Carolina mountains. Yesterday, another pretty hot day. In fact, really a hot day over many spots in the Carolinas and into Georgia and Florida. A little bit of a break in the heat near the mountains and points west from there as you had pretty good areas of clouds, rain, and some thunderstorm activity back that way. Here's a look at the highs across the Carolinas, though. It was another hot one. 101 in Columbia, 101 in Fayetteville, 97 degrees in Wilmington, right along the coast, 97 in Jacksonville. It was mid-90s across the Triad viewing area yesterday, mid and a few upper 90s around Charlotte, the Charlotte viewing area, and even up to 100 again yesterday in Wadesboro. Now, we had a little bit of a lower dew point setup move in by late afternoon and into the evening, and so it was a little bit more pleasant to spend some time outside. I know I was out with the kids at the ball field at practice last night, and it was certainly a lot more manageable as we got into the evening hours yesterday compared to a lot of the days this week. The temperatures during the 5 o'clock hour this morning still very warm along the coast. Charleston, Myrtle Beach at 82, 80 in Fayetteville, 81 in Wilmington, 70s across the Piedmont zones. Dew points, again, not drastically lower, but a little bit lower. And it's been so stiflingly muggy that even a little bit of improvement is quite noticeable out there as it was yesterday evening. Now we take a look at what's going to happen here. First of all, let's go back to yesterday. And again, as we look off to the west of the mountains, that's where the majority of the showers and storms resided as a disturbance rolled in that direction. Now, as we take a look at the storm reports from yesterday, it was not a terribly active severe weather day. Just a few wind damage reports in Virginia. That's really about it. This morning, some rain through parts of the I-95 corridor from Baltimore to New York and up toward Boston. A few showers and storms in Middle Tennessee, back into Oklahoma and Kansas. That's along a frontal boundary, which is stalled out and off to the northwest of us. I will also mention there's a couple showers here in the western parts of North Carolina and the foothill areas. Could see a few of those move through the Piedmont zones this morning, but that'll not be a big deal at all. All right, so let me show you what it looks like here as far as today is concerned. A few showers and thunderstorms a possibility this afternoon and this evening. I think they'll be fairly widely separated, though. Here's the look of the high-resolution modeling. This afternoon, you see a few of these isolated showers and storms popping up. But again, I think they're going to be pretty limited in number. The severe weather threat also pretty limited. Only a small chance of a severe storm or two this afternoon and this evening. Highs a little bit cooler than where we have been. And the heat advisories have been trimmed back, confined to the eastern parts of North Carolina now. And this is the reason why. First of all, you look at the actual heat index forecasts here from Futurecast. These numbers certainly lower than where we have been. And the reason is dew points. So these dew points, instead of being in the 70s, here across the I-85 corridor, we're talking mainly mid and upper 60s for dew points through a lot of the day. And so for Charlotte and Greensboro, you're talking instead of the oppressive territory on our dew point comfort scale, slightly lower, so a little bit of improvement. Around the Triad, 92 for your high, 72 for the low tonight. All right, over the weekend, I think we have a scattering of thunderstorms on the way during the afternoon hours, hit and miss type of stuff. Temperatures, again, more workable in a lot of North Carolina than where we have been through the week. There's your Saturday high. Sunday looks very, very much the same. Some scattered afternoon storms. And there's your Sunday afternoon high temperatures. Tropical update, no classified systems out there, but we're watching the eastern Atlantic. A couple of tropical waves, one racing across the the eastern Atlantic to the west, and then another one off of the African coast. Now, the prospects for either one of these to develop are not terribly great. There's still a lot of dry air out there in the Atlantic Basin. So we'll see if anything can develop, but probably an uphill battle. If you're heading to the coast over the weekend and early next week, pretty good forecast, some scattered afternoon storms, highs generally in the upper side of the 80s. All right, here's the upper level map for today. The height field, notice this trough is now in place for this afternoon. Same basic forecast concept holds through Sunday. And then watch this. You get a northwesterly flow in here Tuesday and Wednesday. That'll open us up, especially I think Wednesday, for the possibility of maybe a big complex of storms to roll our way from the Great Lakes. It also will help hold our temperatures in check probably a lot of upper 80s and lower 90s for the majority of next week's high temperatures. And then we'll see if that ridge wants to build in here late week and into the following weekend. The GFS model, again, a few afternoon thunderstorms today. Tomorrow and then Sunday, your scattered afternoon and evening thunderstorms with us. There's Monday, same deal, some scattered thunderstorms. Now Tuesday looking mainly dry. And then on Wednesday, we'll see if one of these complexes of storms can move in. And again, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll maintain some chance for some. Friday, I might go dry, but Wednesday and Thursday, at least some chance of some scattered storms. Technically, I'm going with a dry forecast for Friday. And I will mention, I didn't put the chart in here, but the European on Wednesday is definitely indicating the potential for one of those thunderstorm complexes to roll on in. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and God bless.